Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Susan, Robert, and BJ's with us, and I feel the need to pull a little bit more from BJ out of in around the concept of working with the veterans in the world that we've created here, specifically with the day one program and the notion that the evolution of, of their lives in the military and consequences of that can be told through the steps of the hero's journey. I wonder if you think that would be effective or confusing or difficult. How does that land with you, BJ?
Well, actually, there's a local guy who does Tai Chi and Qigong and other things, and he's using those modalities to help bring peace and separation from the trauma for these people from the military who may have PTSD or reentry issues with coming back from overseas. And to me, I just happened to mention improv and laughter to him. And he says, I've been looking at laughter therapy for the last 2 years, trying to interlink that because it's another modality. It meshes in with all these other things. So you have Tai Chi, Qigong, you have laughter, you have improv. They're all different ways to really attack that psychosocial element that's often missed. You know, in America, we just want to prescribe a pill or a session where you say, "Yes, I hear you," and tell me about this, and you're pressured to come up with the reasons yourself. Why am I like this?
Mm.
Sometimes there's no reason because you're an individual. You're going to react differently to a situation. You take one person, put them in combat, it's going to be different from someone else going into combat.
So, BJ, to yes and that, I think is really important because as much as I'm a fan of cognitive behavioral therapy for my individual needs and such, that pressure that a lot of people feel that can pull them away is very different than in the day one program. What we do is not only are we working as a group, but we're reflecting based on something very tangible, a film, a well-known film that we get to look at from a different angle, and this thing called the hero's journey that again lets people know some relief. Oh, there's a bigger construct that seems to envelop all of humanity, so I don't have to feel alone. I may not have the answers, and in fact we push toward not having the answers. We push toward that idea of going on a journey. Does that line up with some of the potential for allowing someone in the military to find their way back, as it were?
Absolutely, because my first time through the hero's journey, I didn't even realize that this pattern existed,
Mm.
and that it's pervasive in just about any situation that you can think of. And using the first time for us, it was Luke Skywalker and his path to become a Jedi, and now it's Shawshank Redemption, following Andy through his freedom from prison. And it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. You have to deal with things in the same order in order to get back to the beginning and back to your ordinary world. And knowing this now, it's like I can go through this analysis and process with anything I'm having difficulty with.
Yeah, the hero's journey is extraordinarily transferable. The more you, again, just like the improv games, play with it, the more you recognize you can put those stages wherever. You can have a hero's journey in a 20-minute session with your doctor. You could have a hero's journey that encompasses a year of your life. You can, all of those things can apply. And by the way, it might be a couple pieces of it, might not be all the stages we represent. It's very flexible.
You can go through a hero's journey just going through Baton Rouge traffic.
You're so funny. That's priceless. That's great.
And it really, so the nature of that, and I think I'll pick this up in the next episode, but is to really be an acceptance. And this is the biggest difficulty we saw in the research, of the fact that you are the hero of your journey, the concept of being a hero, number one, which again, we'll pick up because there's a lot there in our next episode. Good job, everybody.